Hello and welcome to our Gold Learning viewers. I'm Fiona Lang-Sharp, IBCLC Director of Communications here at Gold Learning. Well, welcome everyone. I have the pleasure of sitting down with Jeanette McCulloch today, friend and colleague who is going to be speaking at our upcoming Gold Lactation Conference. Jeanette is going to be speaking about Love Makes a Family, supporting LGBTQIA and gender nonconforming families. Welcome, Jeanette. It's great to have you here today.
Oh, thank you so much, Fiona, for having me.
Well, I'm excited to hear what you're going to share with us, and I know we're going to talk about that just in a moment. That title has captured me already, of course, but I would love it if you could please introduce yourself once again to our listening audience and tell them where you are in the world and what you're currently working on.
Absolutely. I am Jeanette McCulloch. I am in Ithaca, New York, which is in central New York, and we are getting some lovely winter snow as we speak. And
Mm.
I am currently working on a number of projects. I provide communication support to birth and breastfeeding organizations, and I also do maintain a very small private practice. I currently only serve families that are LGBTQIA or gender nonconforming.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it's great to have you here. And I know these storms have been rolling in today because we've been doing interviews on the East Coast today, just so you know. So everyone's getting hit right up the East Coast. So hopefully you'll all stay warm and dry from that weather. All right, so let's talk about some of the things that you inspire you. And of course, looking at your presentation, I really want to know what inspired you to work in this area of supporting LGBTQIA families?
Oh, absolutely. So, uh, I really came to this particular aspect of our work out of my own personal experience. My partner, Tanya, and we have two children, a 15-year-old and a 9-year-old, both of which who are breastfed, but both of whom we really intended to be co-nursed. And for a variety of reasons, but really particularly with our first baby, there was an incredible, really with both of them, there was an incredible shortage of good information about how to facilitate that, what that would look like, what it would mean for our family. And we had we worked with a lovely IBCLC who had breastfed her adopted baby and who
Mm.
was able to provide us with some wonderful information. But the reality is that co-nursing is not the same as adoptive nursing, and so we face a lot of challenges. So I wanted to give this talk today to ensure not just that co-nursing families have information, because my goodness, I was at a conference once where someone said to me, "Oh, you and your partner are lesbians who wanted to co-nurse. You're a unicorn." And I think we all have this idea of co-nursing lesbians as this kind of optimal model of LGBTQIA lactation support, but the reality is that there's such diversity in the LGBTQIA family and such a diversity of needs that I wanted to make sure other families, whether they want to co-nurse, whether that's not their goal at all, whether they want to induce lactation, whatever it may be, that
Mm.
they have a lactation consultant available to them that has resources so that they can reach their goals.
Oh, fantastic. See, I could have used you many years ago. I have a family who did end up co-nursing and they've chosen not to do it this time around. So it just different variables, but it is so interesting. There's so many different types of families today with unique situations. And wouldn't it be wonderful that when they asked for something, they weren't confronted with sort of a blank face or a blank look or that's not possible, which sometimes that happens too. So this will be great and inspirational, I know, for many of us who are looking for those resources or how to connect with each other in order to build child in that community as well. So thank you so much for sharing that little personal story as well. It's always great to hear some of that background. Right. So let's move on, Jeanette, to the topic at hand and this presentation that you're going to be giving at Gold Lactation. What is a takeaway that you're hoping that our delegates will receive from this presentation?
Well, what I'm hoping is that delegates will come away with an awareness that while an openness to serve, let me say it this way. It is wonderful when folks come up to me and say, I feel so comfortable with LGBTQIA and gender nonconforming families, and I have maybe no issue, or I perceive myself as having no bias with working with families. So can I just hang up my shingle and say, yes, these are families that I can support as well? And while I think that is a wonderful and amazing prerequisite for serving families, I think that openness is just the beginning, that really there are some unique needs that different kinds of families face. And by understanding what some of those unique needs are, and by understanding the enormous variance that can happen within the community, you can then develop the tools that you need to really serve individual families, not just with openness, which is again wonderful and appreciated, but also with with the tools that you need to actually meet their unique needs.
Yes, and openness is the beginning part, a willingness of wanting to go into that area, but it's just not enough that's going to provide accurate information, support, and those types of things. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
I get it. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, this is great. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for being with us here today. And again, to our listening audience, I just want to check in and let you know when Jeanette's going to be speaking. So Jeanette will be with us live on Tuesday, the 17th of April. So mark that on your calendar. Come to the live session. You'll be able to engage with Jeanette on that day in conversation as well, and we'll be able to chat some more during the presentation and of course our live Q&A. If you're unable to join us on that live day, of course you'll be able to come into the forums where we will have conversations about this presentation, be able to talk to Jeanette and of course our other speakers and delegates from around the world. So that's Tuesday the 17th to mark on your calendar. For all of our other dates and times, all the time zones that you need to know, go to the website goldlactation.com. And of course, our opening keynote will be a great day as well, where you'll all be able to come and join us on April 3rd. That is an open access and free internationally. So you'll be able to all come and join us for that day. Thank you, Jeanette, for joining us today. It's been lovely chatting with you once again.
Oh, thank you, Fiona.
And thank you to all of our listening audience. Once again, we'll talk to you all soon. Bye bye for now.